There's Mel.
What's up, brother?
Oh, look at you, man. You're wearing the wrong hat, man, for this live.
Right.
I sent you one of these, man. You should have it.
Hey, so did you didn't have nobody else more famous or what?
No,
That's why you
man.
invited?
No, 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 no. Yeah, everyone was
Just kidding,
busy.
dude.
Everyone was busy. No, man, you're famous in your own right, dude. You're the senior national champ, bro. I mean, that's a big deal. That's a very big deal.
We work hard for it.
I know you do, man. You put in the work. And So if y'all don't know who Mel Rodero is, he is the team captain for Infinity. You've been shooting for how long have you been shooting now, man?
6.5 years, dude.
Six and a
Yeah.
half years. That's
Discovered this. I
dude. That's
discovered it at
impressive,
49, and I wish I would have discovered it at 29.
dude.
But
You're telling me. I'm 26, bro. I discovered it at 24, and I wish and pray I would have discovered it at like 14. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Well,
Wasted
imagine
all that
me, man.
time.
Imagine me. I discovered it at 49. I had no idea what USPSA was. Some guys showed up at my range and they're like, hey, can we have an indoor match, a weekly indoor match of USPSA? And I'm like, what is that? And once I saw what it was, dude, I was hooked.
I know, man. That was kind of same here. I just kind of stumbled upon it, but dude, 6.5 years, and you are the senior national champ. That's a big accomplishment because a lot of those guys that are competing for that senior title have been in it for 20, 30 years.
Right,
They've been
right.
shooting forever.
Yeah.
So
Well,
that's impressive.
thanks, man. I really appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. I work hard. I've always been an athlete, so that helps. When you come from, I played baseball, I played football, I played all kinds of stuff. I know I'm a short Mexican, but I was good at it. Um,
Yeah, right.
I what I try and do is always learn technique, and that's what it's all about when it comes to sports.
Yep, absolutely. So not only did you win Nats, but you're on the World Shoot team.
Yeah, thank God, man. It was crazy. As you know, in one of the qualifiers, I don't know if you remember that, but my
That
match didn't
mag.
count. Yeah, the mag thing, man. I was still so new at this that I had no idea. And when they checked my mag, it didn't pass by about half a millimeter, dude. You know what a half a millimeter is? It's nothing. I mean, it was actually ridiculous. And if I would have banged it on the floor real hard, it'll probably squash it and it would have gone through. But so that nationals didn't count, and I'm gonna be serious, dude. I'm 55 now, but I was 53 in that Nats, and I cried for a week, dude. I'm serious, man, like a baby. I was so pissed off and just couldn't believe it. But thank God I still made the team. I would have probably been the number one pick if that Nationals would have counted. Um,
Yeah,
but I still got on the team, thank God, man. So that'll be cool.
dude, making the team's making the team. That's a goal of mine. I remember when that happened because that was 2018 Ipsic Nats, right?
No, it wasn't Ipsic Nats. It
It
was
was
Nats.
U.S. Nats. So
It
yes, it
was
was.
U.S. Nats. Yeah.
Yes, it was 2018 U.S. Nats. So that was my first nationals. I'd only been shooting for God like a couple months. I had no business being there.
Yeah.
And I remember Billy Dotson. I'm sure you know who Billy
Oh yeah.
is.
Yes.
So Billy had told us, he was like, "Hey man, like Mel's mags didn't pass, so we need to know if ours are going to pass." So we actually overnighted a mag gauge to the place we were staying in Florida to check all of our shit. We were like, "Oh man," because it was the 9 days of nationals, wasn't it?
Right. Right.
Yeah. So our you shot before we did because we were limited.
Right.
So you shot, and then we were like, "Oh shit! I
No,
didn't even know what a mag gauge was."
you know what's crazy, man? So you can show up to the table with a long stick or a short stick. That's bullshit. That is
Yeah,
not right.
yeah,
And I told that to USPSA. I sent them a letter. I said, how are you going to leave a nationals of some person, of somebody that shows up with a long stick, and the other person shows up with a short stick and you leave it to chance. Oh, this dumbass didn't know that his mag is not going to pass by 0.5 millimeter. His match doesn't count. But then the people that by chance or know show up with a short stick, oh, we don't check their other sticks. That's not right. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I
And then
agree.
and then I remember Foley put on an email back to me. He says, "Well, how do you want to figure this out? How do you stop from people, showing up with short sticks and long sticks? They can show up with a short stick and they still have a long stick that doesn't work." Well, what I believe is the mags should be marked, and they have a special decal. I shot a lot of Olympic style shooting
That's
throughout.
how they do it. That's how they do it in IPSC.
Exactly. They put a decal in. If you take it off, you're disqualified,
Sucks to suck. Yeah.
But it sucks that you show up by chance. Oh, if you know you're going to show up with a short stick, no problem. You show up with a big stick, then they check you. They should
Yeah.
check everybody, period. End of story.
Yeah, I think, as the sport grows, those type of rules will eventually fall into place. But you know as well as I do, nothing happens super fast. So
Right.
it's unfortunate. You kind of got the short end of the stick, not to make a joke of it, but
Hey, I'm still on
you
the
got
team anyway.
you
That's
are,
what
man.
counts.
You made the
Yeah,
team, and that's just proof. Everybody thinks, something like that happens and you throw a gnats away that, oh, your hopes are gone, but no, they're
right.
still there. So, making the team is going to be a big deal, even though, I know we had the whole, like, y'all were getting ready to shoot it this year. And then with COVID, now it got moved to next year. So, that's almost a blessing though, because you get some more time to prepare, you
Oh, I
know?
tell you, man, and I'm thankful for that because believe it or not, you're not going to believe this, man. I've lived by what some people have said to me. There's three things that I've really paid attention in my shooting, okay? And maybe for some people, this is not a big deal, especially for young guys that are top shooters and the top pros in the world. I came into this sport being 49. Now I'm 55. I have to figure out how to become good fast because I can only have so many years before I stop running,
Yep.
and I thank God that I can run at this age. By the way, yesterday I fell, dude, so hard. I had a little match. I had never fallen, dude.
Oof.
My brand new gun, Air Force One, flew in the air,
Oh,
fell out of my hand. It rolled 3 times. Believe it or not one scratch. Thank God, dude.
dude,
But I
lucky.
hit the floor. I hit the ground so hard that the gun just left my hand, dude, and it rolled and it aimed at me like 3 or 4 times. I was like, please don't go off, please don't go off. But thank God it did, man. But
Oof.
yeah, I live by three things, man. And the first thing I heard from the first grandmaster that I met, his name was Don Hardy. Is Don Hardy. He stopped shooting about 6 months after I started shooting. But Don Hardy told me something that I took to heart, and that was if if you want to become good, you got to find yourself 2 to 3 matches a week. And I did that,
Yep.
and it worked. The other thing I heard, this is a cool story, man. So I'm gonna go to my first double tap in Wichita.
Dude. Yeah, buddy.
Okay, so I'm gonna go to the first double tap, and I was gonna shoot on Saturday, and I don't know if it was Saturday or Sunday or whatever, but I had to call Robert Porter because my daughter was dancing on Saturday, so I had to go see her dance. So I called Robert and I said, "Look, man, I'm gonna have to cancel unless I can shoot on Friday." And he's like, "Yeah, no, I can work something out. I'll put you on the squad." Well, guess what, man? I ended up in the super squad.
Hell yeah.
And it was Eddie
Word up.
Garcia, Bill Drummond, Kincaid Ross. I think Casey was there. They were there, dude. Okay, and I'm there like, oh my God, what am I gonna do, man? It's crazy. Well, I saw Drummond shoot, who I love Drummond. I mean, he's my coach. I saw Eddie. I saw the other shooters, and then Kincaid Ross came across, man, and he would shoot, and it was just amazing seeing Kincaid Ross. Do you remember him?
No, I haven't had the pleasure of meeting or seeing
Okay,
him shoot.
Kincaid all of a sudden stopped shooting. I mean, when he was getting all the way to the top, he just stopped shooting. Well, when I saw him, he was so much better than the guys that were shooting there at that moment, at that particular match, that I asked him and I said, "How in the world do you get to be so fast?" And he said, "By missing a lot." He, ha, ha, ha. And I didn't understand what he meant. Well, about 3 or 4 stages down the line, I asked him again, "My God, you are so fast. Do you mean that literally? I mean, what are you saying when you're talking about missing a lot?" And he's like, "Well, you need to learn how to shoot fast, and then the alphas will come."
Yep.
He says that you'll miss a lot, but then it'll start getting smaller, smaller, smaller. I took that to heart, and I
Yep.
talked about that with Max, which Max and I are very good friends, and he didn't believe in that, but I did. And I said, well, it makes sense. Everybody can shoot slow and accurate, but not fast and accurate. And if you don't teach yourself to shoot fast, I took that to heart, and in a year became a master. And
Yep.
then the other thing that I live by, that's number 2. And the other thing that I live by is, let's see, number 1 was Hardy, number 2. And then, God, I got Alzheimer's here. I forgot what the third one was, but I'll remember, dude. But I
It's that
live
senior
by
shit kicking in.
Yeah, I tell you. But yeah, if I remember, I'll tell you the third one.
Yeah, you get an AARP card when you qualify for the senior world shoot team.
That's right, man. That's
Bye,
right.
Tater. You'll be missed. Yeah, man. So I'm actually on that train. So when I first started shooting, I was very, very accurate, but very slow. Because I grew up shooting, hunting my whole life, and we were taking accurate shots at animals. So then when I started shooting for fun, I was like, I don't want to be accurate. It's no fun. It looks cool to just go blah 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 blah, but if you're not hitting anything.
It
So
doesn't
then
make
so when I started shooting, I was very accurate, but I was very slow. So then I was like, well, how do I get in gear with that? So then I came from a sports background as well. So one of the sports that I find absolutely mesmerizing is Formula One. And I watched an interview with Daniel Ricciardo, and they were asking, like, how do y'all develop this ability to make such fast, decisive movements at speed? And he goes, you fail at speed. He was like, you go balls to the wall fast until it feels normal.
right.
Like you go, like if you drive 80 down the highway, that feels normal, but to someone
I
who's a
just
new
remembered the
driver,
third one. Right now, when you finish, I just remembered the third one, and you're in
yeah.
it.
Yeah. So if you're driving 80 down the highway
That is true.
you feel normal, but a 16-year-old kid may not. Well,
Right.
same with them. They're going 190 and it feels normal because they've
Right.
done it so much. So
Exactly.
I really was like, I need to just balls to the wall, develop. I call it gears in your shooting, right? You find that new gear, that new gear of speed. And then once that feels normal, you find the next gear and so on and so forth. And eventually that fourth or fifth gear you found is going to be your new normal. That's going
Right.
to feel slow to you. And you're going to feel like, oh my God, I'm alpha hunting. But in reality, you're shooting extremely fast.
Right.
And I'm a firm believer in that. I teach my kids that. I teach youth SASP. You do the same, right?
Right. Right.
I teach them that. I'm like, listen, we got to find out where the wheels fall off and then stay at that speed until the wheels come back on, right?
That's right. And going to the third one that I forgot, I knew, and this is a good one. I was shooting double tap with you,
Yep.
what, 4 or 5 months ago, whatever.
Yep.
And I remember you said something. You said there was a stage where you would run up to the front. There was a triangle, remember?
Yeah.
With some barrels.
Yep.
And I took something to heart that you said, dude, because it hit me hard. I went up there, I shot, ba, 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 ba. And then we started talking, and you said something. You said, the thing about KC and those guys, dude, is that they don't slow up on partials.
Nope.
That hit me in the heart. That was an arrow to my heart, dude. I came back home, and all I do is practice partials. And now I shoot them just like if I'm shooting any other target.
Yep.
It is important. And you know what? I'm glad it happened that the World Shoot is going to be next year, because the day after that match that you said that, I was doing that, and about 3 months ago, I went from here to here all of a sudden. It just developed into a lot better shooter, man.
Oh yeah.
And the alpha count all of a sudden just got a lot better. Period. You know, and
Yep.
that's the name of the game, man. And I'm thinking the alpha count got a lot better because of shooting so many partials.
I rarely, and when I say rarely, I mean it is rare. Like you can ask anybody that practices with me, you will hardly ever see an open paper in my practice sessions.
Yeah.
And most of the time, I actually will cut the alpha zone to about a 3-inch area vertically. Like I'll take a target and I'll leave a vertical 3-inch strip, and on another target a horizontal 3-inch strip, and that'll tell me if I'm pulling the shots down, up, left, right on certain partials,
Oh,
and I'll make them super difficult. Like I've put stuff, like I've had dudes come train with me and they're like, dude, this is fucking miserable. And I'm like, dude, I mean, if this is easy, by the time you're done with it, what is a zebra target going to look like at a match? It's going to look wide open, right?
right.
And I haven't developed the speed that those dudes have, like Casey, Max, Christian, JJ, Lesgar, Drummond, right? Those guys. Every time I shoot with somebody on a squad that's really, really impressive like that, I video everything. I video them shoot, I video me shoot, and I will take it from the same angles and I'll overlay it. And almost 95% of the time, Daddy's here. What up, girl? Oh, excuse me, I burped. What I'll do is when I look at that, I'll see us, stage starts and we're right there, right? The shooting is almost exact. And sometimes if it's, like something I'm really good at, I'll take a little leap, right? And then in most stages, there's those partials at distance or steel at distance, small steel, or partials at medium distance, and they'll take that notch, right? That half a second lead, and then they'll hold it, right? And I've watched it 100 times, dude. I've got hours of footage on my phone where I'll go back and watch it, and I'm like, fuck. I'm like, I'm in the lead, and he's gone. Right, because those guys understand that everyone can do 80% of this, but it's that other 20% that is the magic.
And it's probably that other 10%, and then probably that other 5%.
Yeah, that
The
makes
higher
the
you get on
difference.
the
Yeah,
pyramid, the harder it's going to get. I have been trying to close the gap against all the young guys. I mean, I had to come to realize that I can probably have the same technique and all this kind of stuff and shoot as fast or all this, but I had to come to terms that I have a 55-year-old body and I'm not going to be able to run that fast, and there's where when there's huge stages, there's just no way I can keep up, but I try to do my best to try to be there as close as I can to the guys.
Yep. And you're doing a hell of a job of it, I will say.
Thanks, bro. And shooting a lot of alphas, that's the other thing, because these guys, the top shooters in the world, that's all they shoot, alphas. They'll drop 2 or 3 and that's it,
Yep.
But we're dropping a lot more. So that's the other secret, especially in IPSC. You got to get your points big time. You got to get them, and you got to get them fast. So you got to figure it out one way or another.
It's insane. Is that why you always video me? No, I stare at your ass, Grady, and then I go home and watch it intimately on my own. Eye speed is crucial. Wish I could figure out how to improve it. So I actually am super big on that thought process, that eye speed is everything, right? Because it's how fast can you process the information. 9 times out of 10, your mechanics are ready before your eyes are, right? So your eyes are actually what slow you down. I've been working a lot of eye speed stuff. I actually have these Vima Rev glasses that are glasses that cut your vision.
I saw those from JJ.
Yeah, so actually Bullets and Beard, who's on here, Mike Stoker, he turned me on to them, and then I talked to JJ about it, and JJ was like, you're a moron if you don't buy them. But, dude, that will change the game. I've been using them for maybe about a month and a half, right after Nationals. I got them the day before I left for Nationals.
Okay.
And then after Nats, I really started playing with them. And, dude, it's nuts. So I'm usually, like, I've been shooting at my speed 92 to 95% of points for the most part, which is good, right?
Right.
But the last few matches I've shot have been 97, 98% of points. And it's because I'm seeing stuff
Right.
that I don't normally see, you
And you know
know?
the other thing that's very important. This I got from Christian Seiler, man, and it's true. I mean, there's some targets where you point and shoot, and the dot just appears there, and sometimes you don't even see it, and you get two alphas.
Yep.
But all of a sudden, him and I are shooting, and I'm like, man, how could I miss the two alphas there? And he's like, you're not looking at where you want to shoot in the target. So it's not just eye speed into the target and shoot. It's you have to focus where on the target.
Yep.
That is very important, man. And now I catch myself right away turning around and seeing exactly where I want to see. Because it's not just looking at the target.
Nope.
Where in the target. That way, when you shoot and you leave that position, you know that those shots were where you wanted them, which is alphas, right, if possible.
Hell yeah. Miss Shelley, hello. Speaking of Siler, there's the one that created it all.
Shirley?
Yeah, there's the godmother of shooting right there.
That's right. Something in the DNA, right?
Golly. You're telling me, dude. Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
I tell her every time I see her, I say, you realize you breeded a monster?
That's right. That's
She's like, yeah, she's so sweet. She's like, yeah, I know. He's pretty good. I'm like, no, he's not just pretty good. He's an animal.
Hey,
Shooter's World Powder. What's up, guys?
Max's mom, every time I see Max's mom, is rub me, hug me, or do something so that I get some speed.
Dude, I'm telling you. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, those guys are phenomenal. It's where I would like to be, and I'm a firm believer that I'll get there. You know, I don't know however long it takes. I've got a long career. I started super late, and I'm not very deep into it. But
dude, believe me, you're a very good shooter. I've seen your technique, and you're still you got a lot of shooting to go, dude. I don't.
Yeah.
In other words, I got to do as much shooting as I can before my legs don't work, and I start falling like yesterday. But
yeah.
nah, dude, you're perfect age to start kicking ass, man.
Dude, you're still in pretty good shape, Mel. I can see you holding on for another 2 decades.
I wish. Hey, I'm on a diet right now. I hate getting on diets, but I got to get on a diet for the World Shoot. So,
dude, you and me both, man.
I'm heavy right now, man. I got to go to 190. So
yeah.
It's going to be a tough one, but I'm doing it now, man. So, yeah.
That's actually my goal is 195.
Really?
Yeah, when I first started.
You're a lot taller than I am, man.
Yeah. But yeah, when I first started shooting, it was right after I got in a bad 18-wheeler accident. So I wasn't able to work out for like a year and a half. Couldn't run, couldn't do anything. Back was all jacked up. So I got pretty fat. I got up to like 275, 278. Yeah, dude. Yeah. And actually, when I first met you, I was probably rocking about 260, 250.
Really?
Yeah. And then now I'm down to about 221. I need to, because when I'm looking at it, again, I look at all my videos and I compare them against other people. Well, at that time, right, I was getting beat by people who I should be right here with, who were in a little bit better athletic shape. And it was that explosiveness. So now I'm like, okay, now that it's just another piece to the puzzle, right? Exactly. If I look at all the best guys, KC, Max, JJ, Christian, fucking Bill Drummond, all those guys, Lescar, they're all in phenomenal shape.
That's right. Yes, sir.
And if you want to get that, you got can't be looking like a fat fuck.
No, that's right, man. I mean, that's why I try to lose weight, and I don't want to blame it on COVID this year, but I am blaming it on COVID, man. I took it by heart. I didn't want to get sick. I just stayed home. Yeah. And dude, I started eating like crazy and got fat and just could not bring it down for nationals. I mean, last year's nationals, I was weighing, I want to say 210. But right now I was up to 230, dude. So I'm like, no, I got to go down.
Yeah, but you're a stocky guy. Like you're wide.
Yeah, but I'm a short shit. So,
thicker than a bowl of oatmeal, girl. Yeah, you're not that short. You're what, 5'8"?
I'm 5'9".
5'9"? Yeah. So that's not incredibly short. I mean, there's some shorter people like old Sancho Pistolero, You know, my boy down there, he's like 4'2". Is he still in here? Yeah, I know he was in here. If he is, he'll put something on the board. But yeah, Roland Ocampo, he's extra short. Could be worse. But anyway, so back to lean 180, baby. Yeah, hero under God, Grady Steeran's been sending me unsolicited shirtless pics lately, and it's getting annoying, but I keep accepting them. So you know, you made the World Shoot team, you won Open Nats, you know, senior division. Um, what's next, man? Like, are you you want to? Obviously, the World Shoot, winning the World Shoot would be a big deal. I don't see. Let's. Who else is on that team? It's you and who else?
It should be Leighton,
Leighton.
2000.
Uh-huh.
Hirschberg, and I don't know who the other person is. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's a stacked team, dude. I don't.
You know, Leighton and I have become very good friends, man, and we're always at our necks, man. I mean, it's crazy, dude.
Y'all are fun to hang around.
Nationals, man, it was down to the line, man. And Leighton is a great shooter, dude. I love him to death. I respect him. If he's gonna be there, I gotta be right on point, you know.
Yep.
And same thing
I shot with
happened.
Leighton at Nats.
The same thing was gonna happen at Area 2 in Arizona. I won that right after Nationals.
Yep. Congratulations again.
Thank you, sir. And Leighton and I were gonna be at our next, but you know, Leighton was the guy putting on the match, and it's too hard, man. You know, and I told him, I said, dude, don't take this, you know, in a bad way, dude. You're a great shooter, man, and we'd be kicking our ass right now, but it's too hard to run a match and try to shoot good, and
It's very
then
difficult.
Problems. They're calling you from another stage and this and that. It's too hard, man. But
Some
yeah,
assholes getting a stage thrown out.
right. Yep. Yeah. But yeah, there's good competition in the senior division, man. It's I love it. I love it.
Yeah, dude, y'all got some heat up there. I mean, that's a stacked team. So, obviously, you're Team Infinity team captain.
Yes, sir.
You know, they're, you know, if you guys don't know who they are, you know, they're the second best 2011 builder in the game besides Atlas, you know?
This is gonna be a long conversation. Let's bring out the
Let's not go there.
here.
Let's not go there. No, they make badass pistols. They really do. Game recognized game, dude. Y'all doing some awesome shit over there. But you know, y'all got a pretty stacked team, dude. I mean, y'all have got the champ. Y'all have got Hyder, Drummond, Lesgar. Who else? I mean, y'all have got a couple up and coming dudes. Anthony Bruno. Bruno's, dude, I think he's going to be one to watch, man.
Good shooter.
Bruno's getting good really fast.
Gianni Giordano is a monster.
Oh, dude, Gianni Giordano was my pick to win limited Nats.
Yeah.
Believe it or not.
You know, when I recruited Gianni, I told him, you're not going to win nationals this year. You're going to be close, but you're not going to win. But the pressure's on for next year. I know he's probably going to win next year. He's a monster, man.
Absolute monster.
We're working on technique with Gianni. It's very important about the technique, you know. A lot of people don't realize how important technique is. And,
Massive.
And Gianni is learning it right now. So when he gets it, he's going to be so much better. It's going to be crazy, man. And the way the Nintendo finger that these kids have, it's crazy, man. Their splits are – I'm like, I'll never be able to do that. I didn't play Nintendo, man. It won't happen.
Dude, I grew up poor. We couldn't afford that shit, you know? So I grew up hunting and playing football and all that, you know? So I didn't have the Nintendos to practice. I'm just now, thanks to my boy Bearded Shooter, actually just said, can you sing us a Christmas Carol, Mel? If y'all don't know, Mel is the best singer in all of USPSA.
Oh, God.
By a mile. Yeah, he's not only the open senior champ, but he is also the best singer. So, are we there? Okay, I'm just now starting to figure out how to shoot like 15 splits on demand. You know, like it's been a battle, and which I
Isn't it
know.
exciting? Hey, isn't it
Oh
exciting when all of a sudden you cut 2 shots and you don't even know what happened,
yeah,
but it was like a 10 split and like, man, I wish I could do that all the time.
dude, I
Yeah.
know, man. And you got guys like Gianni, you know, who can just go bop 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 prap bop prap bop prap.
Great.
You're like, Jesus
No, and then
Christ.
you got, Siler will come and he can shoot a whole mag
Oh,
and it'll never stop. It's just so fast. It's
just da,
crazy.
da, 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 da.
Yeah,
Have you seen
I
that
can't do
video?
that.
Have you seen that video of him? I'll post it on my story after this. But he's up, and I think it was when he got his new Infinity. He came up and he was like, bup, 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 and then it goes 911. What's your emergency? I hear shots. Did you see it? Did you see that one? Oh man,
Yeah.
if y'all haven't seen that, I'll post it on my story after this, but it'll make
Okay.
you
Yeah.
giggle.
Let me know. Let me know.
Yeah, but dude, Gianni, I think his mental game got to him at this nationals. Being in the super squad for the first
Right.
time.
Yeah. Being in the super squad for the first time, I was there. I was looking at him shoot, and yeah, that was a little bit tough on him.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
I
it's going to
mean,
get better, and I know that he's going to be the national champion. Not one time, man, but many times. Many times
dude,
around.
that kid is a phenom. I'm gonna be honest, man. Y'all better keep his ass nice and happy over there, because if he ever becomes a free agent, he's gonna be shooting one of these. Because that dude is a phenom, and he's such a good kid, and his family's nice too. I like his family too.
Yeah,
He's a
and the
good guy.
mother, I love his mom. She's out there at the Infinity Experience helping set up stages, and she's a cowgirl, so there's no stopping her, man. And she'll be working out there and helping
Yep.
out, and yeah, it's a great family, man.
Yeah, they're incredible. But and then y'all have got who else do y'all have on the team? I'm missing somebody.
We got Michael Weaver, Joe Rutkowski. Joe Rutkowski and I are super friends. We talk every day.
I don't think I've had the pleasure of meeting them.
Michael Weaver. I'm missing people here. Lasker, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, they're gonna get mad at me, and I went blank. I went
Oh,
blank
you're good.
because, man, I can't continue this conversation with you unless I say something that I need to say, because we already touched on that, and I'm gonna have to, I guess, come clean. Christian Seiler's not with us anymore. Yeah,
Whoa.
yeah, it's a shame. Caleb Benjamin is with us, another great shooter.
I know Caleb.
But
Yeah.
Caleb's gonna be a monster too. I know it. But anyway, yeah, Christian's not with us. I really can't say why, but it's on the contract, and it
Is
was
this breaking news? Is this the first time this has been out in the
yeah,
open?
and I mean, we haven't said anything. He hasn't said anything. But if we're here in an interview and we're talking about him, he'll always be my friend. But everybody, Infinity went their way, and Christian's going to go his way. And I know it's going to be good for Christian,
That happens. It happens.
That's
It
right.
is what it is. It's all business, man. Nobody makes it. You can't make it personal.
Exactly.
He's a good
small
kid.
world.
Y'all are good people.
Yeah. You know what I admire of Christian Seiler, man, is just his confidence in shooting. I've never seen that on anyone. Everybody is like nervous. His nervous is a complete different nervous to our nervous or to anybody's nervous. His confidence on his shooting is just outrageous. I've never seen anything like that, and I've been in sports all my life. And that lets him be the shooter that he is, I mean,
Yep.
just the way it is.
Yeah.
But anyway, like I said, I couldn't continue this interview without saying that, because we're going to continue to talk about him. He is the champ twice, and but we love him to death, and
the champ, the double champ.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, it's breaking news, and you heard it here first, folks. Mel Rodero dropping the bombs on us. I don't even know what to say. Is it April Fool's? That's what somebody said. Is it April Fool's?
No,
No.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
it cannot be.
that stuff happens, dude. I mean, everybody was shocked when he left Akai, and people were shocked when Eric Graffel left Tanfoglio. People
Right.
were shocked when JJ left Limcat.
Right.
It is what it is. People move on. In reality, when it comes to being a shooter, being a pro shooter, you know, that's why it's so important to keep the bridges alive.
That's right.
You can't burn bridges because you never know when you're going to have to cross it.
That's
And that's a perfect example. You hear people bad mouthing, companies back and forth, and you don't know what might happen. So,
that's right.
you gotta be respectful. And
And I try to keep that from my guys, man. I mean, we have our team chat and all this type of stuff, and I don't let them talk bad about people. They
no,
can say one or two things, but you just don't, man. Because
yeah,
exactly what you're saying. You don't want to burn bridges, and it's not the infinity way. Period, man. We just don't criticize people and talk bad about people.
yeah. I might be a free agent soon. You ain't leaving F1, bro. Shut the hell up. Get the hell out of here. Hammer
Hey,
and Sears
Grady,
on.
Grady is the best film guy out there when it comes to videoing you, dude. I'll tell you that.
Period.
Yes.
Period, bro.
Yeah, and I never get to shoot with him because I'm not his friend. He shoots with his other friends, so.
Who are those
But when I get,
assholes?
but when I get to shoot with him, man, he's the greatest video guy out there, dude. I'll tell you that.
Dude, he's a party to be around, period. That guy is so
I'm
much
gonna
fun.
take him to nationals to film us.
Dude, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, that guy, he can freaking, he may be Grady is in his own right, one of the best PCC shooters
Oh, by far.
by far. Like, if you think about people who are almost, if not as good as Max Leograndis, Grady comes to mind almost
Oh
immediately.
yeah, definitely.
Grady just doesn't get to practice as much because, has a family with 900 kids. No, I'm just kidding. He's only got two. But he's working a full-time job. His wife works a full-time job. She's actually in here. She's amazing. What up, girl? But Grady is that good and doesn't practice.
That's right. I know that for a fact. Yeah.
Like, it's annoying. And I wish if Grady would put in some time, dude, he would. I love you too, boo. His head's fat as fuck already. No, if he would put in some time, man, I honestly think he could be the best PCC shooter in the U.S., if not the world. He just doesn't have the luxury that a lot of people have to be able to practice as much as he should be able to.
Right. Right.
But dude, he is the best photographer by far.
By far. And then the scream at the end.
Oh
Woohoo!
yeah,
Or some
yeah,
shit that he does at the end,
dude.
that I love it.
All my videos, I know if Grady has filmed them because at the end of your run, if it was good, he's gonna lose his shit.
Exactly. I love that.
It's amazing. It's
Yeah.
amazing. But I actually am gonna do a video where I clip out all of his endings of videos, like "woo, fuck yeah, bro," and
Yeah,
just like
yeah,
loop them all together and make like a soundtrack.
yeah. That'll be good.
But yeah, I mean, dude's fucking awesome. Not only that, he's a good dude, and his wife's a sweetheart, and his kids are savagely awesome. Hammer and Sear, are you still in here? Wave if you're still in here, bro. Hammer and Sear, because you missed some news. Nobody tell Hammer and Sear. Nobody. Whatever. If he didn't see it firsthand, he doesn't get to know. Bro, I suck at shooting, but I'm the hype man all day. The problem is because Grady doesn't get to practice. He shoots 19 rounds at every target,
But fast.
but fast.
But fast.
Yeah, but really, really fast. Or he runs through a barrel. Dude, you've got some exciting stuff happening in your personal life too. I mean, your son, if I'm not mistaken, just became a pilot, right?
Oh yeah.
Dude, that's
Yeah.
super legit. Because you were a
I was,
pilot
I
for
was,
a
I was
while.
a pilot for 30 years, dude. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what I did. I was a corporate pilot, and He went to the University of Texas and got a degree in government and this and that. So I thought, okay, he was going to be a lawyer. And then he decided, no, Dad, I want to be a pilot like you. Well, you should have told me before, and we would have saved the 4 years at the
Yeah,
University
no
of Texas.
shit.
But no, man, it's good that he's got a degree, you know, especially from UT Austin. And
That's a big
uh,
deal.
yeah, it's a big deal, especially for the airlines. If you want to go to a major airline, you got to have a degree. It doesn't matter in what, but they want you to have a degree. So that'll be cool. As a matter of fact, day before yesterday, he just got his private pilot's license in the mail. So that
Hell
was,
yeah.
and now he's doing instrument commercial and everything that you got to have for all this bullshit, you know. So, but it's fun, man. And then he loves to duck hunt, so he got a boat, and now we go out on the boat. You know how that goes, man. I don't like to kill animals, to be honest with you, man. Once I got into target shooting many years ago, into other target shooting, I didn't like to go hunting. But hey, it's brought me a lot closer to my kid, man, and I love that, you know.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Those memories last forever, man. Like, um, I grew up hunting, and I actually got taken out of school so much to go hunting that my parents got in trouble sometimes. My grades were fine. I had great grades just because, like I said, I grew up poor. So you either go to school on an academic scholarship or an athletic scholarship. We're not paying for your college, right? So, but dude, those memories, I can't remember hardly any of my schooling besides football, right? And small stuff, but I remember those hunts, dude, with my stepdad and with my dad.
Yeah.
I remember all those hunts, and that shit lasts forever. So those are memories that you're gonna be glad you're making.
Right. That's right. And I can't wait to fly with him, dude, one of these days. That'll be awesome. You know, co-pilot and captain or whatever in a jet. That's gonna be insane, dude. So it'll be fun.
Dude, I know. I've made jokes to the wife that my goal is to make enough money to be able to fly private to all my matches.
That's what I want to do too, man. Hey, I make sure that I buy my lotto tickets every week, dude. And there's an app that reminds you, and I buy them, man. First thing I'm going to do is buy myself an airplane and go to matches.
Dude, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. It would be so much easier.
Oh, yeah.
So
Oh,
much easier. We just
you
need to
can take your
find
wife anywhere after the match and all that, all kinds of stuff, man. That'll be awesome.
some like uber billionaire that likes guns that's willing to just sponsor us.
Right? That's right.
But yeah, man. And then I believe, is your daughter in school now or is she out of school?
She's just about to graduate. This is her last year. She's got one more semester, and she graduates
Dope.
from the University of Texas also.
Dude, all Longhorns, man. All
Along,
Longhorns.
believe it or not. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's my whole family on my dad's side.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so my godfather played running back at the University of Texas. My dad, my brother went. I'm the black sheep that didn't go. I decided to go to U of H instead.
Yeah.
But dude, University of Texas is a legit place.
Oh, yeah.
It's a damn good school. I don't like Austin, but I like
I don't
UT.
like all, man, but yeah, the UT is something else. Oh, yeah.
Atlas Team Jet. Get on it, Adam. Golly. All them damn guns he's selling. You figure you afford a damn Team Jet by now. What about you, man? You're you had the range. You sold the range, right?
I turned it into a plaza.
That's where the money's at.
Yeah. Well, especially now, there's no guns, no ammo, there's nothing. So it was perfect. What I did is I turned it into a plaza, and then I'll just get rent. I'm not going to worry about, pushing guns and stuff. It gives me more time for me and my family. And I still have the range equipment. I have not been able to sell it. I have it put away, and I'm hoping that somebody comes around and wants to build a range, and there it is, man, at pennies for the dollar. I mean, I paid $1.2 million for that equipment, and I'm asking $150,000.
You're asking what?
350,000. Yeah, it's a deal, dude. I mean, I sold if I sell my building, it's gonna be worth it, right?
Yeah.
And I'll make it up for whatever I might be losing equipment. But I realized that I just can't have the equipment put away and just there and there and there and paying rent of the place that I have it in, you know. So yeah, I pay 1.2 million bucks. That includes air conditions and everything. And I want 350,000. That's self-containment trap, action target. Everything's action target. It includes the air conditioners, everything, dude. I mean, you just take it, install it, and you have a running 20-lane indoor range.
Son.
So if somebody's listening here, come on, guys, help me sell it. You'll make a buck.
Bullets and Beard said, "Where is this at?" I'm looking. And Mel, it's at Mel's fucking place. Get a hold of him.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're interested, I'm telling you, it's all action target, self-containment trap. The air conditioners is 240-ton units. I mean, this is the real deal, man. I actually had a beautiful place. I wish I still had it because my practice has changed drastically. That's another thing, Trevor, that I was able to get pretty good, pretty fast because I had the range right behind my desk, you know.
Yep.
And I could shoot every day, and that accelerates. I mean, you know, that's just the way it is. If you shoot a lot, you're gonna get good.
Period. Yeah. That was another reason I took, I guess, such a drastic leap when I started really taking this seriously is, you know, I've got a private range out here. It's not mine. It's Marco Davis's. He owns Team Motley.
Right.
You know, he built a private range out here that we have access to. So it's 10 minutes from my house. So, you know, I get off work and I go straight to the range for a couple hours, you know, and it's right there, you know.
Right.
So if that ever goes away, I'm boned because I got to find something to do. But,
you know, what I did, I would practice 200-300 rounds a day.
yep.
But I could do it at my leisure. Now I got to drive an hour to go to Henry Reese's range because Henry and I are shooting partners. And,
another beast of a shooter.
I drive, you know, an hour and 10 minutes and an hour and 10 minutes back. So to make it worth it, I got to shoot 500-600 rounds or it's not worth it, you know. So I had to change my training in a way that I have to make it count when I'm out there.
Yep.
And sometimes I'll drive and I'm out there and I'm not feeling it, you know. But when I'm not feeling it, it's when I tell myself, this is stage number 12 or 13 in a big match. You're tired, your brain doesn't function the same. Let's do it, you know, and do it, man, you know.
Yeah, that's a big part of shooting, man, is that mental toughness. And that's something you can develop in practice, man. There's some days, man, my practice schedule is super stringent. Like my shit is planned out like so in advance, you know, that when I go practice, I know exactly what I'm doing. Now, you know as well as I do, you'll start doing a drill and you'll see something, you'll see a chink in the armor and go, take a break, work on that, right?
Right.
But my practice sessions are super structured and they're pretty big. I mean, I'm usually shooting, you know, 2,000 rounds-ish a week. And you know, there's some days I get there and I'm like, dude, fuck this. You know, I'm tired. I had a bad day at work. I got a headache, you know, something happened. Or, you know, I'm just like, golly, dude, do I really want to go spend an hour and a half at the range just hating life? And then it rolls into my head. Hey, remember that time you got your shit kicked in by Max Michel at the Texas Open? Yeah, you should probably go work on your shit.
Right.
And then I'm like, okay. Or, hey, you remember that time that Dexter Bradley rolled your face around in the mud in the freezing cold at Area 2? Get your ass out there and go practice.
Right.
You know, so it's PewView's in. If you don't know who PewView is, dude, go check his fucking Instagram out. That dude does the craziest trick shots you have ever seen. Yeah, I found him on TikTok randomly. I don't know if you know what that is, but what's up, dog? I found him on TikTok. I'm gonna shoot with this guy eventually. I'm gonna find a way to go hang out with that dude because he does some shit where you're just going, wait a minute, wait a minute, how in the hell? I gotta get this guy into competitive shooting because if he's that damn good at trick shots, he's gonna be a monster if he figures out how to run and shoot a pistol. Mental toughness key in the cold. Yeah, Dexter, you boned everyone. Just so you know. Dexter at Area 2.
I pushed the wrong button and I lost you. I'm here.
No, you're good. You're good. Dude, Dexter, I'm gonna be honest. I was shooting in the freezing cold on day two. I had a really good day one. Me and Dexter were pretty close on day one, right?
What are you talking about? What
Area
match?
area two.
Oh, okay, okay,
So
okay.
area two, me and Dexter on day one were pretty close. And y'all all shot before us, right?
Right.
So I was able to see where I was in comparison to like you, Drummond, Aaron Edens, and I was like, okay, we're looking pretty good, right? I'm in striking distance. And day two comes along and it's miserably cold. Like,
Oh, dude.
like
I,
20
I
to
looked at the weather report and I'm like, oh my God.
dude, I'm from Texas, bro. And I live in the desert part of Texas. It's the coldest it's gonna get this year right now, and it's like 48 degrees. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, it was like 20 degrees, snowing, windy. I was like, fuck. I was actually like shooting and then like running to the Williams sisters buggy because they had a propane heater. And I'm thinking, dude, like, this sucks, man. Like, I felt like I was shooting pretty good, and I know Dex was shooting pretty good. And then about halfway through, I said, "Hey, man, how you shooting, Dex?" And he goes, I'm doing pretty good, man." And I'm like, "That makes one of us." And then the scores come out, and I'm like, "This dude got stronger in the 20-degree weather."
Wow.
I was like, "Jesus Christ," because he put a wallop on us, man. I mean, he was shooting lights out, and to shoot in that weather. Now he may be from the north. It may not be. It may be another summer day to him, but to me, there was just, dude, my hands weren't functioning right. I was missing reloads, which I don't do. Like, if I do one thing well, it's reload. You know what I mean? And I'm biffing reloads on standard stages. Like, oh, it was
Yeah.
miserable.
That was a great match, man. I'm it's horrible that you got that weather, but for me, the day before, it was awesome. I
Dude,
love that
it,
match.
it was still an amazing match, dude. That area too. I was
It was
skeptical when
very,
they moved it out of Rio Salado, but that area two ended up being amazing. I loved
yeah.
that match. They had
Yeah,
some
Lake
cool
ended up
stages.
doing a great job, man. I thought, and as a matter of fact, I thought Nationals was my best match in my life, and no, it ended up being Area 2. I think that's the best match I've ever shot,
Dude,
and hopefully it start getting better.
you shot lights out. There were some of the stages that I'm shooting, and I've shot with you enough to know like you're a legit shooter, and I kind of know where you should be in that line of like Dexter, Drummond, Aaron Edens, myself. Like we all know where we should all fall on certain stages. Some of the stages, I was like, Mel shot this in fucking what?
Yeah.
I was like, hold the hell on. I was like,
Well,
did he see something we're not seeing? And I'm like, I don't think I could have shot that stage any faster. And he got me by like a second. Like,
yeah.
where the
You
fuck did
know
you
that
find a second?
that's what I told you that since about 3 or 4 months ago, it developed, man, and by that third thing that I told you, that third advice, and it really wasn't advice from you; it was an observation from you. Where
Yeah.
you said, these guys shoot partials like if it's not a partial. I took that. I took that to the bank. I mean, I said
Yeah.
I have to do this, or there's no way to become a better shooter,
Yeah, for sure.
and that happened. So that's why I'm glad that the World Shoot is a year from now because it only lets you be better, And I know that some people might laugh at this, but I want to win the World Shoot. I don't, I want to win as a team, and I'd like to win it as an individual. And
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of good shooters in the world, top seniors in the world, but
Dude, think about
I'm gonna work
all
hard,
the
man. The goal is a big goal, and I want to accomplish it.
yeah, I mean, dude, listen, a world shoot title, no matter what, is the feat of shooting that everyone dreams of.
That's right.
Whether it's a junior title, a fucking regular title, an open title, a standard title, a senior title, a super senior title. That means out of the 7 billion fucking people, you're the best senior out of
Right.
those 7 billion people. Or, not the whole 7 billion, but out of the shooters on the whole planet, right? Like, you're the baddest senior with an open gun, right? That's a big deal no matter what.
And you know what's sad, man? And I was talking about this with Joe Rutkowski. Joe is like, I call him the lawyer of Infinity. but he's my bro, and I was talking with him the other day. I said, this is a shame on USPSA, and I'm going to say it here because there's nothing bad, but you know, they give the prices or the plaques or whatever, and then they announce all the winners on their page and on the magazine, and they don't announce the senior. It's like if it's nothing. And that's
Hmm.
not fair, man, you know, because we practice probably as much,
Yep.
and we can't do it like a young guy. Like I said, I'm never gonna run like a young guy. But so they announce all this on their weekly thing,
Yep.
and they put, you know, the top this, the top that, and then they put women, which is a category, but they
Yeah.
don't put the category of senior. That's not right. You know, I thought that was
No. Yeah.
that's not right, man. You know, and something else they did at area two that I liked was they put senior first place,
Yep.
not like nationals that they just. And I'm not being mean for saying this. I'm just saying it needs to be changed because we work as hard as any other shooter out there. If you're
Yep.
gonna be top senior, you got to work like one of like Max, like you, like all the top shooters out there, or you're not gonna be the top senior.
Nope.
You know, Leighton and I work like crazy. Hirschberg works like crazy. All these seniors that are the top shooters in the U.S., we work our ass off, man. And we
Yeah.
go to a match, and then probably the next day we're laying in a hospital
Yeah.
trying to recover, you know?
Yeah. Y'all are sitting in an ice bath holding an oxygen tank like
Right. Yeah.
fuck.
But, you know, it's a shame that they don't announce it, or they'll just say, you know, high senior. What is high senior? The
Yeah.
people that don't shoot or whatever don't know what high senior is, you know?
Yeah.
And it's basically being the top, the champion of the seniors, you know?
Yeah.
But, you know, USPSA, I guess.
Yeah, man, there's some stuff I think they can definitely do better. I don't want to, get too in depth because I have a lot of, stuff that I'm not a huge fan of, that they do and don't do. But I think if you're gonna distinguish senior, lady, junior, military, law enforcement, it should be just like it should be just like the classes.
Right,
One, two, three,
right,
right? One, two, three. High open, right? Or high open senior first place, high open or open senior second place, open senior third place. The ladies division, same way. Juniors, same way. Law enforcement, same way. But they do the one category plaque, which it takes away from that category. And
right,
it's not like you guys are winning open nats senior title and you're 100 fucking place.
right,
You're
right.
usually like, what place were you at nationals?
This Nationals, oh my God, man. This Nationals was like 40 or 41. Uh,
So
and then,
you're in the top 50 shooters that shoot open in all of
right.
USPSA.
And then I believe the one before last year, I want to say 31, something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. So you're in the top 50 of everybody who shoots USPSA in the US and open, but
Right,
you're a senior, right? So
right,
there should be that distinction because there is a big distinction, and you look at, you know, when you are a senior versus when you're a 19-year-old Christian Seiler, there's things he can do athletically that you just can't. And
it'll be impossible.
it's not because
Right,
you're not athletic, right? It's because that's a crazy ability to have, right?
right,
Um,
right.
there's there's a there's a there's a time difference there you just can't overcome.
That's
But
right.
anyway, don't get on. We won't get on the soapbox too much longer because I think we're almost out of time. But dude, that's super exciting. I know I'm going to be pulling for you. I'm going to be hoping that you win the senior national title, or the senior world title. You already won the senior national title, so Um,
Hoping to, I'm telling Leighton right now, I'm hoping to get it next year too. So we're gonna go on our next, man.
yeah,
No,
man.
I love Leighton, man. He's a great, great shooter, man, and it makes it exciting, man.
Yeah, for sure, dude. Leighton's a beast. Leighton's a beast. He's also a fun guy, you know. He's fun to shoot with.
Oh yeah,
I enjoy shooting with people who are just good at the craft, but I have more fun when I shoot with people who are good at the craft but also have the ability to have fun while doing it. You know
right.
what I mean? It gets annoying when you shoot with someone who's really really good, right? And you respect how good they are, but they're also a dick. You
Right.
know,
Right.
you're
No, I
like,
know. I
oh,
know. There's a couple. I know. Yeah.
yeah. There's a couple where I'm like, man, I wanted to shoot with them, and then I shot with them, and I'm like, yeah, I don't really care to shoot with that guy again, you know. But
Right.
then there's people who I shoot with who I'm like, dude, he's pretty good, you know, but he's also fun as shit to be around. Like I would shoot with that guy any chance I got, you
Right.
know.
Yeah.
But but
Especially when you shoot with somebody that's rooting for you and can help you calm down.
yep,
Bill Drummond, dude. I think the world about Bill Drummond, dude. I mean, when I shoot with him, he's my coach. It gives me so much confidence. It's crazy. And I get to shoot with him a lot because, he's super squad quality, but he doesn't like to shoot with a super squad. He
yeah,
likes to do his own thing. And sometimes doing your own thing, you just shoot better than being under pressure all the time.
yeah. Definition of that is Travis Tomasi. Fuck yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Travis
Travis,
Tomasi is
great.
amazing.
I love Travis, man.
I want to take a Bill Drummond class, but you know, um, I don't know if he do any stuff in. Well, he does the
Oh, yeah.
Infinity Experience, but are y'all really gonna let me come shoot the Infinity
Hey,
Experience?
anybody can come to the Infinity Experience, by the way.
Y'all just won't let
And
me in though. Y'all just won't let me in the factory.
no, 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 no. You get a tour of the factory and everything, dude. It's really worth it, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And we're going to start doing this thing where it's going to be class number 1 for beginners. And then there's going to be the advanced classes, like session 2 or whatever. Because sometimes you get guys that don't even know how to unholster.
Yep.
And it's very important to start from the beginning. But the Infinity Experience is just going to start getting bigger and bigger and better and better. And as a matter of fact, just for you to announce it here on your guys can know, your fans, there's going to be an Infinity Open, so it's going to be pretty cool. It's probably not going to be this year, 2021, because of all the shit going on in 2020. But I'm pretty sure that 2022 we'll start doing the Infinity Open, and as long as I'm there and Joe is there, and it's gonna be big.
Dude, yeah, that's gonna be legit. I'm definitely gonna come shoot that. I'm gonna come shoot that for sure.
And as a matter of
Um,
fact, it'll be at the factory too. So they're working on bass. They're working on We have a lot of bass there, but they're gonna work on a lot more. So it's gonna be a great, great match. First class.
Awesome, man. Well, that's pretty legit. So you have sponsors. So I think we only have about a minute and a half left, so we'll be quick. But you obviously have Infinity as a sponsor. Anyone else you want to mention?
I need to mention you put a picture of me with glasses that I weren't supposed to be wearing. So I got to put, I'm sponsored by Hunter HD Gold. I
Best
love
glasses in the
Brian.
game, dude.
Yeah, when I put the glasses on, I couldn't see the difference because I wear prescription.
Yep.
And he told me, give me a chance. He took off some of the glasses that I had on. He said, I'm going to take these glasses and I'll send them to you next week with your prescription. Man, when I put them on with prescription, they were awesome, dude. Awesome.
Hell yeah. Yeah. I shoot prescription Hunter HD Golds as well, so I'm a big fan of those. Anyone else?
And Brian is a great guy. Who else do I get? Man, I go blank when you start asking me these questions. Of course, Infinity. They're like
Yeah.
my family, dude. I mean, Brandon Strayer, Sandy Strayer, everybody there at the factory. I have a personal relationship with them that's amazing. Who else do I got? Speed shooter, John Lopez. He's my bro. And that's it for now.
Hell yeah, brother. Well, dude, it was a great conversation. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Dude, we got to do it again, man. This was fun.
Got to do it again. I'm glad you invited me, man. I have a lot of fun, dude.
Hell
It's
yeah.
awesome. I love it.
Hell yeah, man. We're definitely going to do this again. We got to do it again, and we got to do it again soon because people get bored with COVID. They're running out of shit to do.
That's right. Hey, you can
So,
call me anytime, man. We can shoot the shit.
yeah, hell yeah, brother. Again, I appreciate it, man. Thank you, Mel Rodero. You can find him on his Instagram or his Facebook page. But thanks again, brother. And I will catch you on the range, my man.
Thank you, brother. Lots of love. Take
Thank you,
care.
brother. Later.
Bye. Bye.